So if you want to embed a slide-in form onto your website, I'm going to show you how you do that inside Kit. So head for Grow Landing Pages and Forms, create new, and then select form. You can see here there's 4 different types of forms. This is the one we're interested in here. It's called slide-in. And then Kit will give you 9 templates from which to choose your slide-in form. I'm just going to choose the first one here to show you how it works. So let's imagine we were going to give away, I don't know, let's say get 6 free chapters of my book. Let's say that's what I was giving away. I probably want to collect first name in there as well as email address, which I tend to do. And then I can make the form look and feel the way I want. You know, I can add my brand colours and, you know, make the corners a bit more round for what I do that. Change the text on that, download free chapters. And then we can change this image in here as well if we want. We go into general styles and then replace that image, and let's say maybe something like that. So we've essentially got the form looking the way we want it, and now we need to configure the settings under this button here. So when we get in here, we've got the opportunity to tell Kit to either show a success message, and then we can change that success message in here, or we can redirect them to a URL. So it could be another web page if you want, or any other asset that's URL based. Then the actual form itself, you've got 2 options. Either you can get it to slide in from the right or from the left at the bottom. So bottom right or bottom left are your 2 options. I'll leave it at bottom right. And then the control function for when it's going to display is based on one of 2 things. Either the percentage of the page that the web visitor scrolls. So let's say this website as an example. This is just a mock-up of a dummy website I've created. So I can nominate a certain percentage of this web page to have been scrolled before the form pops up. So in this case I could say make it scroll percentage and make it 50%. So if they get halfway down the page, the form will slide in. Okay. And the second option of controlling it, the display of it, is by timing. So you can say if the visitor's been on the web page for a certain amount of time, and it's counted in number of seconds. So the default is 5. You can make it, you know, any you want. You can make it 10, or you can make it quicker. You can make it 3 if you want. Let's keep it at 3 for the moment. And then at the bottom, we've got the option of what devices we want to be able to see this on. Either all devices, which is the default, or only show on desktop, or only show on mobile. I'm just going to keep it on all devices at the moment. And then how often should a visitor see this? So what that means is if I turn up on your website, let's say I visit your website every day, if I've got that set to 1 day down here, then I'll see that slide-in form every day. However, you can amend that so that, let's say, change it to 7. It means that if I visit your website every day, the most I'm ever going to see that form is once a week, because I've changed it to 7 days. So you can make that number any number you want. The default is 15. I'll leave it at that at the moment. So once we've got that, I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click embed. And then in here, what we do is we get the code that we need to embed on our website. There's a few different options up here: JavaScript, HTML, Share, WordPress, and Unbounce. My recommendation is to use JavaScript, so I'm going to stick with that one. So I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to click copy, and now I've got that in my clipboard. And now I'm going to go across to my website. So this is the website that I'm going to place the slide-in form onto. And this is me editing the web page on inside WordPress. So it's a WordPress website. So what I do in here is I add a widget to the page. In this case, I'm going to add an HTML snippet. So I add that onto the page there, and then all I'll do is copy in the code that paste in the code that I copied from Kit. Okay. Once I've got that on there, you can see that now slides in at the right hand side. I'm going to click X to close that down, and I'm going to hit publish. So that page has now got that slide in form on it. So I'm now going to go and visit that page. I'm going to do it in an incognito window, because otherwise it will remember that I visited that page before. So I'm going to courses.provenflows.com. So we'll wait 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and the form pops up. So that's the 3-second count, and the form pops up on the page. Then the user just needs to type in their first name, their email address, click that button, and Kit will take care of the rest. So that's how you can add a slide-in form onto your website page.